guys, I hope you're all doing well. It's not necessarily the best of days because there is the white paper reports that have just come out, the much anticipated immigration white paper document by the UK government, the Labour Party. So what has happened is today, the 12th of May, the UK government have decided to put out a white paper document stipulating certain immigration policies, and I'm going to go through some of them. The first thing is that they've now increased the settlement routes for citizenship. So when you get your ILR and then a year later you get your citizenship. So to get ILR now, they are proposing this should increase. In fact, it will be increased from 5 years to 10 years. This is something we've heard about previously, to be honest. It's been suggested, but we just didn't know when it will be implemented. But it seems like that has now been taken into effect. Although they did put some options that some people, certain individuals, those that have really high skills and are contributing significantly to the UK's economy, will be allowed to have a fast track process of getting that. But it hasn't really been stipulated what that fast track will mean, how many years or how quickly they can get that. Now, the other thing is the skilled worker visa has now also been changed. So the eligibility has been moved from the RQF, which is level 3, to now level 6, and the level 6 is a BSc level. So that means any job that will be able to sponsor visa has to be at BSc level, first degree level. And yeah, so that is obviously not necessarily a good news because a lot of things have changed in that regard. For the care visa, by 2028, the current visa is going to be phased out. No more international recruitment, so no one can come in on the care visa route from any country abroad. But for those that are within the system already, they have until 2028 before for them to renew their visa, because this current visa will completely, for now, will be phased out. The other thing, this is the one that really touches me because obviously I'm very passionate about students. So the student visa routes will be impacted by this, meaning that the graduates routes, the post-study visa that is available for most international students, upon completion of their degree, they are able to get a 2 years post-study. This has now been reduced to 18 months. So students can only get 18 months after their program, and they are going to impose very strict, according to them, requirements for the universities. So there will be potential cap on international student number recruitment for universities. I don't think universities will like this. I don't like it. Not even think I don't like it, because I can imagine the implication of what that would be to us within the system. But yeah, there might be cap for universities. I don't know how they would navigate who gets what per student, because based off of some of the document that I read, apparently some low-level institutions, which doesn't really sound sane because all higher institutions in the UK are of certain standard, but some of the lower ones are dependent on international students significantly, maybe even more than half of the student population sometimes, compared to some Russell Group universities, less so. So as a result, they really want to gear things and tighten things up in that space as well. The other thing is language and integration. So when you're applying for your ILR, generally you would present evidence of English language. Most time when I did mine, I think mine was just based off of the fact that I studied here in the UK for my master's and my PhD, so I didn't really have to present any other evidence. But certain individuals would have to present evidence. So previously it used to be a B1 requirement, but now it's going to be increased to a B2, and that means that the document that will be accepted is now going to be significantly more stricter, and higher level of English language proficiency is required. The other thing they mentioned in this is a very long 80 something page, document. I'm sure you can find it online. But the other, if you want to know the details, the other thing they mentioned is deportation and enforcement. So saying that there will be significant deportation, and previously, those that are able to get citizenship, if they have a criminal record less than a year sentence, can still get citizenship, or even deportation can be reduced for them. But now, even those with lesser sentences potentially can be impacted. So obviously, this is something that's news, and a lot of things is tightened up as a result of this. I'm just trying to check that I have all of the details I want to share. I don't want this to be too long, but I feel like I have a lot in my mind that I would like to speak on about this. But I'm just gonna make a short another video. Try and make this short, but I make another video just focusing on the impact on international students, really, because my interest lies in that space. But yeah, that's what we have for as of today, when potentially some of these policies or strategies going to take place. Generally, they're trying to bring down the net migration to 100,000. As of 2023, this was estimated that about 900,000 people moving into the UK, and they are also trying to block the ease at which most of these people will be able to get ILR and also citizenship in the next year or 2 years from now, when they will be due. So there's a lot of changes, which, to be honest, for someone in my position with my views, I'm just not happy that they are there. But I just wanted to share some of those with you, and potentially meaning that if you're thinking of coming to the UK, consider how all of this would affect you. You need to consider the routes and the ease of the routes. There's a lot of changes and really stricter measures to even come into study, let alone to work or do other things that have now been introduced in this document. So I'll see you in the next in another video. Thank you. Bye bye.